Um, there was no way to change the title because the title was not correct here. So again, what we're going to do is go back. Luckily, there was nobody there, so I was just gonna delete that VOD, which I'm gonna do now. Now, there's like a lot of other stuff here as well that I'm probably gonna do. Um, there's gonna be a few changes I want to say to my stuff that I'm gonna end up doing. Um, so yeah. See if I go live here. Let me, yeah. Can I delete this? I'm gonna delete this. Let me delete this. How do I delete this? This is crazy. This is wild behavior. Obese woman, savage beast child, the same criminals. Woman goes to Africa, regrets it. Yeah, that's not going. That's not happening. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go and talk about a bit the stuff that I am planning to do for the YouTube channel and maybe future stuff. I am going to be looking to switch some things up a bit, probably the visuals and stuff like that from JMReports. That stuff will most likely be changed at some point in time. It might be fixed by the end of the year. If not, it will be fixed at the end of by next year at some point in time. So maybe January, maybe February, something around there. I'll be fixing the visuals and graphic design and stuff like that. I don't think I'll switch my actual logo. I think my logo, my theme, purple and red, is going to remain the same. But I don't think General Reports is also going to stay. It'd be kind of stupid to change my name now. But but yeah, it's what I have. I think my name could be better fit for what I do. But we'll see. I mean, I don't think changing my name is going to do anything because I think changing my name is going to make a lot of people go, "Huh? Who is this guy?" And like they're just going to unsubscribe or whatever. So I think it would do more damage than good. And I don't need that right now. So what I am going to do is that I am going to fix some things out visually. As for production, I don't know what I'm going to do for production wise for my channel. I need to, because I'm a single man. Like I have to learn more of my actual production. And I'm not saying I can't do it because that is 100% not true. It's just I have to do more research on how to do actual better production. Some of the stuff that you do see, though, has been me learning about things and doing a little bit better production that way. So there's also that. I made it to where mostly where if you do where I do the highlights, that I have a little thing that makes the highlights better. Funny thing is, I used Brave, right? And Brave was okay. It wasn't bad, but the problem with Brave is it doesn't work very well with the YouTube platform for whatever reason. Like you can probably like you can watch videos mostly fine for the most part, but when it came to like uploading content or whatever, it was always lag and stutter, and it did not do that very well. So I had to switch back from Brave to Opera again, which is not fun, but you know it is what it is. It happens. So that's what I had to do. But more of the stuff that will be happening here is more of the stuff that will be happening here is yeah, more of the stuff that will be happening is the craziness. I think I learned what happened here. Oh, you know what's going on? What's going on with Twitter? So, let's see. Yeah, so you know what's going on with Twitter? Twitter is going off of what I did last time, and I didn't customize that because I figured that what I did, I think it was going to shift to what I wanted to do, and it didn't shift. So yeah, I'm just trying to clear that air, guys. Also, another thing too that I want you guys to know is that I want to what I want to do is that I want to do more actual interviews. I want to see if I can get that done and over with and all that. So if once I could get like actual interviews going, kind of like the guy that I did like a year ago with the diabetes type thing, I want to do that type of stuff as well. So hopefully I can get that going. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try to get more interviews. I would like to do more interviews with actual cops. I have somebody that would have to do an interview, but getting him right now is going to be very difficult, and I don't even know if he would do it. On top of that, he did mention that something he said that he was saying was like quote unquote, I guess, illegal or something. I don't know. Um, but I will say that um, there's some very messed up stuff that our actual legal system and our is doing right now, right? Like our legal system is incredibly bad, and I'm not talking about just like the political stuff where it's where oh well they're going like Trump going after some politicians or like politicians going after Trump and stuff like that. Like I'm not talking about that because even though that is quote unquote I guess bad in some cases, you can it's like for instance what I was told by this individual was that he pretty much told me that in his state that there was a guy that was raped like 10 women or something, and he was let out over and over and over again. Now I can't give you actual proof of this because this is what he said, and I would have to record it, and then you would only have to go by. It was like it's a he said type of situation here because he lived it, he's gone through it, he has the experience, he's done this type of stuff, right? So like I can't tell you, like I can't show you actual proof of this happening, and I'm pretty sure him actually going out and doing work would get him fired or arrested or something like that. So I wouldn't want to do that. But essentially, in his state, this guy went out and raped multiple women at a time, and for whatever reason, he never got jail for it. They kind of just let him out, and what ended up catching him and putting him in jail for X amount of years was because of drugs. Now, I don't know about you guys, but a guy that has been raping women for multiple times for years on end, and he doesn't be put in jail for that, and then all of a sudden he like the drugs is what gets him, shows on how messed up our actual society is, right? Like how crazy our society is to the point to where we can have people do this and then not get in trouble for it. And this could, like I said, this could also be precedent for like women in particular being angry about like, oh, there's these rapists and everything everywhere because it brings a whole new light of, well, maybe they have some kind of merit here because if our government is not keeping these people in jail and making sure that these people are in jail, then yeah, that is a problem that where I say our system is kind of allowing this type of stuff to happen, and we need to make a system to where that doesn't happen. Um, I understand that women get lesser charges to men in some cases, and that has to also be addressed. But we also cannot ignore the fact that that women also are affected by this as well. When we have these rapists go be put in jail, and a lot of the same thing with kids. But as of right now, it seems we have waited about 8 minutes in, 9 minutes in. I have two viewers, so nice to see you guys. Um, so my whole point of this actual thing here is going to be going over some of the Twitch drama and Twitch madness that's been going on. Obviously, we're going to be talking about the Valkyrie situation with QT Cineretta and Vanilla Mace. Some of the people reacting to that, and Myron Gaines pretty much talking about not just all this, but also the situation with Emiru and Mizkif of these people. The only reason why I know these people is like 10 years ago, I used to watch a lot of Twitch. It also happened to be where I had an organization for League of Legends. So content media or social media was always my thing. So I always got caught with SFan and some of these other people. So I'm a bit more in the know than some of these other YouTubers or what have you that would actually do content similar to mine, which are where like they do the political stuff. So that being said, uh yeah, I'm a little bit more in the know. I don't follow them anymore. I'm like 10 years ago is quite a while, so I don't follow these people. But I do keep a little bit up to date with them. So my stream is going to be a bit different for other people. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to do my opinions on the Emery situation as well. And then we'll have to do with some of the things with the good old J Bay, yeah, where J Bay Chalin, where she was arrested. So we're gonna be watching that full thing. So I hope everybody has a good time here, uh, and all that great stuff. So without further ado, my friends, let's get into this. So we're going to talk about the very first thing here with
I'm not
Cutie
gonna take.
Cinderella because we're not going to watch the full video here because I'm not really going to do that because it just you don't need to watch the full thing to react to it. Pretty much, Cutie Cinderella had a very normal and typical person take. Now, she is what we would call woke. She is far left. I understand that. However, she still has a rational brain on her head. Essentially, is that um, she doesn't want to demonize or remove her family members for political reasons or because of stuff like that for all that. And it would be very similar to Dara Davis. But without further ado, I'm going to get into this. I'll let you guys watch the 40-second clip, and then I'll have my actual rebuttal on it. All right?
I'm not gonna change though. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I will never believe that if I'm kind to a hateful person, that means I agree with them. I will never believe that. No matter what you guys say, I won't believe it because at the end of the day, if I'm around a racist person, I'm just not racist. I'm not. Me, I am not. They are, yes. But how am I supposed to help them ever? By cutting them off? No. Like, I get it. You guys can think in black and white, but that's not how it works over here. That's not how it works for me. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. So that's the way it is, right? Guys, that's how we would actually talk about this in a normal, rational manner, and it's the same thing for like every single family or group of friends. Like me and my friends, we don't agree on everything. That's insane. The problem with this mob is that they want you to believe in the cult. They want you to follow the mantra, go with the line. If you don't think exactly like them, you get ridiculed, destroyed, and obliterated into the atmosphere, and that's what they did to Cutie Pie. I'm just Cutie Center around a Cutie Pie. Jesus Christ, uh, uh, and it's insane, right? It really is insane. And what we can really come up from this is that the insanity of what these people are. This is a normal, very human, and honestly common take that I think people that these far leftists, that these radicals just do not understand. And the LA streamers will go out and destroy each other and what that do virtue signal because it's all that these people do. They only have virtue signaling type of mantra because they want to go and do what is right because they have no moral stances. They have nothing of the sort because if they did, they may be a leftist or what have you, but they would not be doing the things that they're doing. No, these people are fake. These people are liars. And we're also going to expose that as well. Another three things as well as I would also partake in this for people to understand as well is that I did have to cut off a family member. Now, my family hasn't done this, and that is their choice to do so. But the family member that I had to cut off was because their whole actual point of Charlie Kirk. Now, the reason why I did this is not mostly because of the horrible take that she had on Charlie Kirk, which is also on video, by the way, that she has mentioning it, right? And I have always gone through the complications of, should I go out and report this because I feel quite disgusted. I end up not doing it because, that has some credence because she was previous family. Now, the problem here, though, is that what she said pretty much aligned or was pretty much saying like, oh, if this happened to Charlie Kirk, it's okay for it to happen to my family too because, well, they believe similar things to what Charlie Kirk says. Because again, this is kind of the insanity here. You can't go out and say, oh, like Charlie Kirk deserved this or whatever because of his political views or what have you, and then outright know that your family have similar views to what Charlie Kirk has. And when you go out and say that, I can't be with somebody, right? I can't be aligned with somebody or be friends with somebody or be a family member to this person, and they're saying like pretty much my entire family or a good chunk of my family deserves be to be killed, essentially, to be killed because of their political views. That's insanity to me. I don't understand how you can even rationalize of being with people like that. I have a moral code, and it's the same thing if like my family member went out and murdered someone, or if my family member went out and raped someone, or did some atrocity, and I'm all like, yeah, no, we don't do that here. And I've also done that as well with a lot of other family members that have done horrible, terrible things that has honestly quite broken the family in some regard and only caused mayhem and destruction. And do not criticize or do not go against it is insane. And we're gonna go with this here as well, where this was Valkyrie Ray's response, right? Where she goes out and pretty much says like, "Oh, she's just so white, etc., etc." And it's absolutely wild behavior. Like this is racism. It's just these people don't realize on how racist they are. I mean, it really is. So let me show you.
I did tell her, I was like, cutie, I do think your tone doesn't help because you inherently sound really angry all the time. You sound really, and she knows. I was like, you're very blunt. I think it's your tone, you're blunt, and it just comes off poorly, especially, and I was like, you're also the whitest woman I know. And it also is just, you being so white. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. But I know her. I know her heart. It's just because she wants to help. But I feel like there's ways we can do it better.
So this person, yeah, another Twitch streamer, is absolutely retarded. This is also the same person here, by the way. This Twitch streamer here that has gone out and pretty much she made a makeup line, and she went back and said like, oh, she blamed other people other than herself for her bad makeup line, which is no longer a thing because she's too stupid to do anything else. Because this is what these Twitch streamers are. They're too stupid to do literally anything else. And that is the problem. And let's address the so white thing. So why does it have to be? What is the problem with being so white or being white in general have to do with wanting to solve problems? Like, for example, when I go out in a conversation and I talk to people, and I have talked to people that have disagreed with me and what have you. Now, the only reason why I don't talk to this person is because, well, I had a league team, and the league team in particular, it just kind of fell apart. I mean, it happens with stuff like that, right? And we disagreed politically, especially with the illegal immigration thing, but we were able to have conversations. Now, the only problem is that person started becoming hostile to me towards the team, and that's when I ended up finding out that you can't work or talk to these liberals or these far leftists because they will inherently just be angry at you or mean to you for every single part of the situation. Like, that is the problem here, and we just cannot be having that type of crap, right? We just can't be having it. But the whole so white thing is, it doesn't make sense. Just because you are white doesn't mean that you can't have opinions, or you can't have or you can't criticize things or what have you. A white person criticizing the black community is not a bad thing. It doesn't make them racist. Somebody being white for criticizing other things does not mean that, like, you're saying like they're not privileged, because she's saying that she's white and she's saying that she's privileged. That's pretty much what Valkyrie is saying. And it's like, I'm really, really tired of this white privilege BS, because I have been throughout high school and even honestly, like public school. Like, if you move yourself away from these privileged schools that you have to put these private schools and stuff like that, where a lot of white people kind of attend, you end up slowly realizing that that these so-called white people they're just white liberal entitled people, because you're stuck in a worldview that is full of entitled and privileged people. and that's their worldview, and they view the world differently than other people, which is not really a problem. But the issue is that they have this stupid misrepresentation of what people are like in the real world. When I got into public school and I got to see on how people are, yes, I had a whole bunch of people that come from different backgrounds and stuff like that, that their lives were not great, but they were making do with what their life was. I am best friends with somebody that does not have a lot of money, and I'm not trying to make that where I'm boasting about it or trying to hate on them, but they're one of my very close friends. And just because they didn't have money doesn't mean that I treat them differently or what have you, or because he's privileged. Because I know a lot of people that are significantly more privileged than he is, and they are, oh, I don't know, they're white, they're black, they're Indian. Like, I have people like this. Like, to like, and even when I moved away from even from that place, I went into a place that where people again do not have a lot of money. It's just not a place where people have a lot of money, okay? And from everybody's background, they did not have they didn't have the luxuries that I had, or they did not have the privileges that I had. And yes, as you people can tell, I'm black. And to go out and to say that white people or any type of race has this privilege is insanity to me. There are so many white people that have had horrible things happen to them where the privilege has done absolutely nothing. There is no privilege to these white people. And to denounce them and say that these people have privilege and to say that they can't have these opinions, etc., is completely asinine in every single way. And again, this is inherently racist in and of itself. These people don't realize on how racist that they are being. Like, it's like, again, oh, dear white people in comments, so mad proving her point, get over yourselves. Exactly. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about here. Like, this is actual racist behavior. Take this and say, oh, dear black people in comments, so mad, proving her point, get over yourselves. Switch this and just put black people in this. And see the actual visual of it all. Like, it's insane. But it's like, what other way do you want her to go about it? Because again, we go with Daryl Davis here as well. Daryl Davis is a black man that went into the KKK, and there is also a video and a clip of him where he's talking, where it's dead silent. It's dead silent, and they're all afraid. They're all making a move. They're not moving at all, actually. And like something tips or falls and they get spooked and they laugh because they're so scared of what's happening to each other. But this is how you solve things. This is how you solve problems. Daryl Davis went into the KKK, the stronghold, to where people are racist against black people, and he made the KKK move away from the organization. This is how you solve problems. He is the actual people. These people only virtue signal to make themselves look like they're good people, but they're not Daryl Davis. They're not this black man that is honestly a hero to the black community and making people be not racist and move away from the KKK. This guy is an actual hero. He's making changes. He's actually doing something. He's braver than all of us. Yet you have these white people here, especially Valkyrie, trying to claim like she's this great moral person, that she's an amazing person, when in reality, she is nothing of it. She is not Darius Dale level. She is not MLK. She is not Malcolm X. She is not these people that she's trying to represent. These people went out and put their lives on the line, died for it, probably by our own government, and to stand up for what they believed in. But she doesn't do that. She can do this in the comfort of her multi-million-dollar home and on her Twitch chat, catering to the very fan base that she loves, and she caters to because she has no spine and can't go against her viewers, compared to everybody else that goes out and does stuff like this. Everybody else that puts their back on the line, the people, the streamers, or the journalist that goes out and puts herself in harm's way to record or do journalism gets more of my respect, even the liberal journalists for that matter, gets more of my respect than these Twitch streamers and these virtue signalers that are on the internet and be like, ho, 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 it's like, we're virtue signaling. It's like, no, 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 just like, no, stop. You're not this courageous person. And even I would say the people that are doing stuff similarly to what I'm doing, where we're going out and going against the narrative, where it's dangerous for actually conservatives right now to speak on stuff like where we can actually be killed, has more courage and has more courage than these people being on the side where this won't happen to them. So again, these people are cowards and spineless. So again, we go with this here. Yeah, exactly. Hateful conduct, denigration, harassment, or violence based on the following of protected characteristics of race, ethnicity, color, caste. Exactly. She is it's like this. She's got to be talking about the actual color of her skin because there's no way I just heard a white girl talk about another white girl being so white. Exactly. They're hypocritical. These people have no way to of this. She's just a privileged white person. Look at how I say that and how bad it sounds, right? It is not a good thing. Now, we're going to go on to where QT Senator apologizes, but here's another thing as well. Now, Valkyrie has made a response to this. Now, this is a deleted tweet because these people have no backbone. They have no, they can't stand being criticized in every way. There's nothing wrong with having conversations with friends and helping them understand where their privilege comes from in regards to situations they may not have personally experienced that others suffer from. And lots of privilege obviously comes from being white. No, because you are a privileged white person. So notice how racist and how the tone matters here. And never thought I'd be accused of being a racist against white people, which you are. You own up to it. You are a racist against white people. That is what you are. So own up to it. When the clip is clearly out of context. No, it's not out of context. We know exactly what you're saying. We know what it is. You're just a racist towards white people. We know you're a racist towards white people. You got to own up to it. That's just the reality of your situation. Because you people don't like being like doing it. Again, she ends up being racist again. Anyways, filming wine about a pod right now with QT, my white friend, because you have to say white for some god apparent reason that I love very much. Stream resumes tomorrow. So, why are you saying white friend? Huh? Why are you saying white friend? Just say my friend. See, these people are so racist. They have to do stuff like this, right? They have to say white or whatever because this is what they are. They're just actually inherently racist. They're racist towards their own friends. These people are disgusting, man. Like, again, whenever I go and address something like this, or if I always say like, I'll be like, I'm gonna go talk to my friend, and I don't care about the race because that's what it is. I just don't care about the race. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're Mexican. I don't care about anything. I talk to you as a person. You are a person first. Your skin color is second. And these people do not care about that because these people are awful. These people are awful. And again, we have Vanilla Mace here. Now, Vanilla Mace it has a good response has a terrible response to this, as they always do. Again, I'm trying to find her actual response to this, but this is crazy stuff. Now, QT apologizes, and we're going to listen to the apologization after we do this. So we're gonna do this now. All right. So without further ado, we have Dean School says Vanilla Mace acts performative comparison to a past failed date. So here we go.
With an individual in Seattle, and we, you know what I'm saying, great date. I thought I was gonna close the deal, and she's seen the bag of Chick-fil-A on my counter, and she said, "Oh, you eat Chick-fil-A?" And nothing happened. I feel like this is the same. Because unlike, listen, I'm a regular person. I ate it because the chicken was good. I didn't know there was some back end shit to it. God honest truth. That I feel like that's what happened. She's one of those.
Because these people are fake. They're all fake. And they can't hold down to their opinions at all. This is kind of the reality of the situation with these Twitch streamers. They have no ability to understand people's certain point of view. They have no ability to not be racist, because it's, let's be honest, that's what they are. And they're all fake. They're all fake because they have to cater to their mob. They have to cater to their group of people, because that's all that they can do. They're at the behest of the community. Now, don't get me wrong. I like my community. I like my subscribers. I like everything that they've done. They have made me to where I am today of my somewhat successful YouTube channel. And I appreciate them for that. However, I'm not going to have people go down in the comments and dictate on what I have to say or dictate what I should do, etc., etc. Now, I don't mind the criticism. I'm fine with criticism. But when people come at me in a very aggressive manner, in a dickish manner, and be like, this and this and this, it's like, oh, okay, you're going to do it like that. And then, of course, and I'm talking about this female, by the way, that was saying to me on my actual YouTube channel, it's like, oh, well, it's like, well, a minute in, and you still haven't related to it. Okay. Yeah. And of course, I snap back at her, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't do this for TikTok. I do long form content. So if you have a problem with a minute in, then this is not for you. Like, you might have to address your attention span. And if they cannot, and she gets mad over this because, well, it called her out, right? It called her out of like her, it's like, oh, I don't have TikTok. You're this or this or this. It's like, listen, it's like, you came at me out of an aggressive manner. I retaliated back at you with the same type of tone and aggressive manner that you have done. And now you're angry about it because you can't take it. It's like, no, you don't come out here and address me and force me to change what I want to do. I'm fine with a criticism. And could I, on my YouTube channel, lower down or say what's going to happen immediately, which I have done. I have actually I've done some reflection on what she could have said, which she did not technically say, and I have done it to the point to where, like, I address what's going to be about the video a bit more quickly and stuff like that, and then go on and actually say on the video. I have done that. So I have taken what she has said as a different form of criticism that I criticized. I did critical thought, but like, okay, maybe she meant this, but, you know, I'm going to do this and try it out. Maybe it's working better, maybe it's not. I know. The views have gone up and down. But either way, there is a certain way that you address people, right, with criticism or what have you. I don't mind that. And I don't mind addressing that criticism and taking it or not taking it. And what this person does is that these people are at the behest of the community. They cannot, and I mean they cannot separate themselves from their community. They can't have their own thought. They're jailed. They're handcuffed. And if they say anything against them, well, guess what? They get angry, right? They get angry.
All right. Context, listen, if you just got, it's one of those you just got to know, bro. I'm not going to go into context about it because it dives into political side, and I'm not into all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into all that. Seems like you're dying. True. Try hit the follow button. But yeah, listen, Vanilla Mace, you're probably a nice individual, to be honest with you. All right.
No, she's not. She's not. She's a terrible person. Because, again, these type of people will backstab you like she did Cutie Cinderella. She will backstab you to cater to her community because these people have no backbone. It's like, I am not going to do that to my friends. I have too much loyalty to where I'm going to do that to my friends. Now, will I criticize my friends? Yes, I will. And I will always criticize my friends because that's just what I do. I'm a criticizing person. This is the reason I have a YouTube channel. But like at the end of the day, I will criticize them, but I will still be their friends. I could disagree with them and still be their friends. That's kind of how like life works. You don't just get rid of friends because of a disagreement or an argument or what have you. You let it go for a little bit and try to reconcile some things, and that's what you do. That is what you do as friends. But these people will backstab you. They have no loyalty. And that's my biggest problem. I'm a very, very loyal person. That's one thing that I will tell myself. I'm not going to say I'm a good person. I'm not going to say I'm this hardier than thou person because I don't think that I am. I think I could be a better person, but I don't think I am a great person. I had somebody say that I am very nice, but I don't know how to respond. I don't even know how to respond to that because I'm like, I just go about life and do what I do. I just don't. That's kind of how I am. But the like, but these people always tout that they're good people. They're always trying to look like they're good people. But no, again, as I said, these people will backstab whenever they get a chance. They don't have friends because they know that their friends will backstab them too. Just for viewers, just for their own viewers. That's insane. To random people that they'll never meet on the internet, it's wild behavior.
I think it was just very stupid for you to use that as an excuse to farm LSF. Because listen, I'm telling you right now, you might be on the top of LSF right now for something. Something I don't know where it lies, to be honest with you, but LSF will switch up. LSF has no loyalties. I hope you know. All right.
Oh, he's right. LSF doesn't have any loyalties, and most people on the internet don't have loyalties. Like I said, if I have become friends with any of the YouTubers or what have you, I'm actually friends with them because I still want to collab, I still want to do stuff with them, and I'm not gonna backstab them in the back. And I would tell them straight up, it's like, hey guys, if I see one of your videos and I disagree with it, I'm gonna criticize you, but it's like it's criticization. It doesn't mean I hate you. There's a difference between like criticizing people and then actually hating them. And again, this is the insane part. So we will do Vanilla Mace here because I don't think I actually have the clip to where this is at here, and this is kind of like with this Casey Tron, another piece of garbage, which we're not gonna associate here. I'm trying to find the Vanilla Mace clip response because what have you. The reason why I have a problem with this is that is because the media has it moves so quickly. Because by the time I was able to do my stream, guys, by the time I was able to do this stream, it already shifted, and trying to find the clip was difficult. I didn't. I should have archived it like an actual normal person. Let's see, calls out for catering to communities, etc. Here we go. Here we go. Now, obviously, this is what it is. So this is a vanilla Mace, and kind of the responses to what this guy is doing. So I'm going to show you guys this, and then I'll show you the other clips as well. So
simply didn't agree with it. I was uncomfortable. Obviously, as you could see in the clips, you know who I am, you know what I stand for. If you're someone who's been watching me, then you already fucking know. If you're a first-time fucking chatter and you're just joining off of clips that you've seen on TikTok and you don't know shit about me or fucking shit about shit, then of course I'm gonna assume that you're just gonna make the assumptions that you're going to make. But people who know me and know my character and know what the fuck I stand for know how I'm gonna go about this. So I am simply stepping back from everything, everyone. Gonna touch a little grass. I simply didn't agree.
okay, and again, it's just backstabbing her friend. It's again, it's crazy, and of course they're saying she sat there and agreed with everything she said. When you look at the actual clip, what a effing social climbing rat! What a with a pussy, it's literally that deep. Look how quick she throws Cutie under the bus off of a little nothing burger. She clearly can't form her own opinions or have a chance on anything. She goes whatever her crowd wants her to and has no backbone. Remember what I'm saying here, guys? See what's going on here? This is the worst type of content creator because they only produce an echo chamber of people amplifying their own thoughts. Yes, and that is the Twitch streaming era. That is the Twitch streamer motto. That is what they do. And if people need to realize this, and I think people are. I think people are slowly realizing the insanity here of what these Twitch streamers are doing. I think people are slowly realizing it. And this is Cutie Cinderella, which I'll finally get to her to actually responding to something, right? And she apologizes for all this.
I'm really sorry. Like, again, if you don't want the, I've heard what a lot of people are saying, and I am sorry for the hurt that I've caused people. I'm really sorry. Like, again, if you don't want this apology, then it's not for you. And clearly you're not hurt, but I'm apologizing to people that I've hurt, and that's important to me. So if you're a part of the queer community and I've hurt you, I am sorry.
Here's the thing that I have with this, right? And if you are part of the LGBTQ community or the alpha community or queer community, whatever the hell you wanted to call yourselves, and you're offended by this, seek help. Seek help. Get help. All right? Because this is a normal take. Cutie has even gone out and said that like her brother, stepbrother, doesn't talk to her father because of quote unquote transphobic type of stuff, because he doesn't want to address to his pronouns, which is completely fine because you shouldn't be forced to address people by their pronouns. That's insane. What are we doing here? It's not like it's necessarily a lie in a remark. In the same way, it's like, oh, calling me not black. Okay, well, how am I not black? Exactly. You're going to have to explain to me on how I'm not black because obviously I have black skin. So you going out and saying that is wild behavior, right? Like it's just wild behavior. But when you're saying that somebody is not trans, when somebody is, not want to say a certain pronoun, that's wild. That's insane. Forcing people to say something like that is insane. Because it's not based off of reality. I'm going to govern somebody's speech. What am I? I'm not a dictator. I'm not a king. I'm not going to go do this type of stuff. That's wild. And if you're offended by somebody saying that, like, offended by somebody saying, like, listen, I'm not going to ostracize my family just because they say or do this or may be racist or what have you, that's wild behavior. That's wild behavior. If you're angry over that, that's insane. Get help immediately. Just because somebody may be racist or somebody may be transphobic or maybe not agree with everything that you say does not mean you have the right to ostracize your family. See, this is the reason why it's a cult, because the people that want you to agree with them 100% all the time, and if you don't agree with them, then it is a cult. It's a problem, right? You're an issue. You're in a cult if you ostracize people from very, very low going away. Cutie's still part of your community. She's still a leftist, and yet you guys do this. This is the insanity that is you guys.
If you are a person of color who I have hurt, I am sorry. I am. I really am. I think the way I was wording things was very irresponsible and wrong.
No, it wasn't. It was rational behavior. It was not. It was not things. It's like you were being straight up. You were being upfront. You were being honest. And honestly, I like people like that. I respect people like that. When you're honest and you're upfront with people and you are not holding lies and stuff like that, I have much more respect for people that don't lie and are upfront and tell what's on their mind rather than people beating around the bush, lying, etc., stuff like that. You don't get my respect for that. But you being honest, you being blunt, and you being straight up with people, that is a side of person that I would rather be around, even though that she may be a leftist. I would rather be around a person like this that is honest, upfront, and straight up to people than people that lie or are fake or etc. just to cater to their own community. That's wild behavior. We don't live in the society to where, we shouldn't have to live into a society where we're afraid of speaking our minds. This is absolutely insanity here, and this is what this cult does. She has to cater to her community. She has to be head of her own community. She has to go and make an apology because of these people are freaking insane. What are we doing here exactly? And my niece is no different here. She is no different here. She'll go out and criticize people for things, and when you go and criticize her, she'll go and cry about it like a little bitch. Because that's the way that they do it. You can't criticize them, but they can criticize you. That's the reality. I know this because she's done this multiple times within the family. And on top of that as well, she is also, every time she is within the family, there is always drama. Drama always happens. I wonder why that is. Because you can't deviate from the cult. It's insane behavior.
And I'm sorry. This is not about me. It's annoying that I'm chill. I'm fine.
Cutie, I'm going to give you some helpful advice, and you're most likely never going to see this because I'm way too small of a YouTube channel to even you realize this. But what you need to understand is that you need to stop catering to these freaking psychopaths. Have your own opinions, have your own mark, have what you believe in, and you'll have a much better life. To have to bow down to these people is insane. And by the way, I'm going to make this $1.50 here. I don't agree with QT Cinderella's political views at all. But if she does what I say and she gets death threats because of this shows that you people are insane. You people are dangerous. And you need to be ostracized from the community, if not jailed up and put in a mental facility. Because this is another reason why they probably don't want to go against you guys, against the cult. Because the reason why is because you'll send death threats to them. You'll threaten their families. I know what this is what you people do. Because you're psychopaths. You're lunatics. And these people are technically, quote unquote, normal people. Most people cannot handle death threats to their family. Most people can't handle death threats onto themselves. And that's how you keep people in line. By threatening their lives or their family members, the same thing where you threaten ICE members. You threaten their family. You get them where they're weakest the most. Because you guys are predators, you guys are monsters, and you try to get the vulnerable. You go after the weak. That is what you do. You are demons. All right? Plain and simple. And I would understand in QT Cinderella's situation where she may receive death threats because you people are unhinged. Now, I would never condone my community, and I absolutely denounce it, to where if you were to send death threats to someone that I disagree with, get the hell out of my community because I do not agree with that whatsoever. That is something that I am completely against. However, criticism is fine. Death threats is not. And that's my problem with the far left. They can only get what they want through violence, through threats. That's pretty much it. And Cutie Cinderella is just a normal person. She's going to cave immediately if somebody threatens her father. Insane.
I don't articulate myself well, which means I can't really be upset if what I'm trying to convey is misunderstood.
I think you articulated yourself quite well, Cutie. I think we understood everything that you said. You are just catering to the hateful mob, to the radicals, to the leftists, because you are at the behest of your own community. But at the same time, I'm wondering how many death threats you got. Honestly.
Because like, don't get me wrong. At first I was like, how could that be taken this way? And then I listened and I learned and I said, oh my God. Because it wasn't my intention, but I did articulate things very irresponsibly, and that sucks. I did a really poor job at articulating myself. Even some of the clips I've seen, I feel so irresponsible for my own wording. I really do.
You shouldn't.
And I'm sorry for that. I watched it back. I understand why it was hurtful. I've read the comments, believe it or not.
You weren't hurtful, though. You weren't hurtful. In fact, I'm going to go and do this because this is something that I don't do on this. So I'm going to do this here, guys, live, because this is what I do here. I want to know how many death threats QT Cinderella got after making comments of not wanting to ostracize her family and friends over their differences of opinion from the far left, because I should probably do that too. The far left rules by fear and violence and nothing else. Because, again, we have to understand that maybe that she got death threats. Maybe her family members got death threats. Maybe somebody else closely to her. Yeah. Again, somebody says she's apologizing for loving her family. Who exactly was hurt by that? And if they were, the amount of things they would have to worry about doesn't even scrape the barrel having real shit to worry about. Exactly. So that's all to say. I still think that what she was correct. You can only change minds through compassionate and patient challenges to their beliefs. It's the how she said it. I think it was the issue. I don't think so at all. Why she acted like it was just the wording and she was misinterpreted? Like, no, babe, the take itself was bad and we all understood it fine. No, it's not. The take wasn't bad. You're just another radical leftist. Again, Jordan Peterson's point on this makes it ring truer. You will be held to a higher and higher and soon impossible to maintain ethical standards by the very mob you currently wish to please. Then you will make a mistake, and then they will devour you with glee. Please take this warning seriously. I liked you. Exactly. This statement has been true for so long because these people are lunatics. You are only glamorizing and caring to an insane group of people. All right? So, yeah. Now we have Stable Renato, called out Vanilla Mace for being fake, pointing out that she's been at almost every face event and also has asked members to collab.
assume that you're just going to make the assumptions that.
So this person was literally at Silky's birthday. You've asked Adapt to collab. You've been with Jason a ton of times, collabed or whatever, been around. You're at Jason's concert. You literally have talked to me off stream saying, oh, blah, 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 like, how are you, blah, blah, you're killing it, blah, blah. I literally saw you 2 days at Silky's birthday, and you were on my stream with Cutie Cinderella. And you were, I'm pretty sure she was at our 4th of July party. But because you're seeing tweets on the internet calling us transphobes, racists, whatever it is, I don't even know what the words they're saying. Now it's, oh yeah, I'm uncomfortable with her statements. You were not uncomfortable with your statements. You're literally just anything your community says, you realize you're like, what? You have a filter, it seems like what are you doing?
You're going to make.
She literally was so nice to us. I'm so confused. And now she's saying she's agreeing with people and that she's uncomfortable with what Cutie's saying. What is...
But people who know...
It seems to be whatever your community says, you get worried about. You get worried about what your community says because that's how you make your money. And you have to do it exactly what they say. This isn't real fans, by the way. Fans aren't just fans for holding you accountable. Fans are people that support you and understand your point of view or your statements. Anything that your community says, it seems like you just agree with instantly. How are people going to call us homophobic and transphobic? We've never even... What have we done that's anywhere near that? We fucking saved the gay dude from killing himself, for God's sake. Like, what the fuck are you talking...
Exactly. And it's the same thing here to where people will think that like, oh, I'm transphobic or I hate gay people, etc. No, it's like it's hilarious, and I'm not trying to boast this because this just comes up to the current situation. I'm in the Discord where there is a lot of gay people in it, and I talk to them just fine. I play games with these gay people. They make very gay jokes at times or what have you. Doesn't bother me any. I don't care. They're cool people. They're chill people. I don't care that they're gay. It has nothing to do with that. And I would not wish on the death of them. In fact, I hate that the T is corrupting this party, this group of people, because it's really making these people look like absolute monsters when it's not. And the reason why the support for the gay community, etc., is going down is because of the trans people, because of people like this. You people don't actually care for gays. The same thing where you people don't care for blacks either. The reason why you don't care for blacks because a good example was E. Jean Carroll. She's a Republican. And the NAACP or whatever black group is going for a white person, but they're not supporting a black person. But they're saying, oh, we have to care for black people. Yet they're supporting a white person. Now, I'm not saying that's a problem, but what I am saying is it makes them very hypocritical. They only care if black people are on the plantation. They only care if black people are Democrats. Because if, for a good example, let's go back to Thomas, one of our support leaders, Thomas. Everybody was calling this guy a race, every single racist term in the book, saying the N-word, saying he was a coon, a white, this guy here, or Larry Elder, when they were saying that he was the face of black supremacy, the black face of white supremacy. This is what these people do. No, these people are racist. They're actually terrible people. All right, this is what they are. And until we end up realizing what these people do, is it's kind of what we're going to deal with, right? So again, that's just kind of the reality that we're dealing with. So we're going to move on to this here, right? Where we have Myra Gang says, show proof, I don't believe any of these thoughts anymore. Call me back, black pill, but women constantly victimize themselves for attention on the internet. Why is she reading from a paper on stream instead of going to the cops? Now, what he's referring to is Emeru's actual essay with Ms. Kiv. Ms. Kiv is another Twitch streamer, which is another terrible person, which is, again, a part of the far left. And he always tries to cater to people, and he also does something that said something terrible with Charlie Kirk, right? This is the type of person that he is. And he's been accused of domestic abuse, stalking, SA, harassment, blackmail, etc., etc. Now, of course, the blackmail is correct. I think the blackmail, she showed actual images and stuff like that of blackmail, of harassment, domestic abuse, stalking. I don't know about the stalking thing. I don't know how true that is because there's no actual reports on that. But there has been things where Emeru did go and be in a relationship with this guy because of the mere fact that she has been having stalking issues. I mean, obviously, Emeru is a very, very attractive girl, so I wouldn't be surprised that she would be getting a stalking from freaking psychopaths. And the domestic abuse seems to be pretty accurate for the most part. As there are clips of Emeru where you're literally banging on the doors and stuff of Miskiff doing stuff like that. So obviously, the domestic abuse is quite accurate. The blackmail is accurate. The stalking seems to be pretty accurate. The harassment is also accurate. The essay, that's up in the air. So I'm going to go and talk about this.
Today, I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Ms. Kiff has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing. For the entirety of this year, I have attempted to separate myself from him and not talk about him at all, and not talk about this issue and just not make it a public thing. I always tried my best to keep this to myself, but like I said, I feel like it's gone to the point, which I'll explain later, that I feel like it just has to be done. And I have always believed in not condemning people or starting drama online. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to be asking, why am I doing this and why now? And I would like to explain that. Today, I'm finally going to be opening.
So this is what she has done here, right? And I think everything that she says is correct. Now, Myron Gaines is out of the loop on this, I think. I think that he is out of the loop. A little bit. He is correct about the essay. We don't have actual proof about that. We don't know anything about that. This is just accusations here. However, the messages that she did show were actually true. Now, they linked to the YouTube to the full thing here, which is correct. But here's the thing with that. The problem that I have with this is that people have to go out and find it. They would have to actually go and look at it, which is not necessarily a problem for me in this type of situation. But the only issue that I have a problem with this is because if you want actual stuff, you need to have the YouTube video and then also the clips as well. So this is what she's been talking about here, about the full document and stuff like that, where she's relating to, right? To all this. And she labeled it as UG, which is kind of hilarious in itself, right? And people, if you think I'm sipping for Emeru, I'm not. I'm trying to make an actual example here of this is actual stuff that she has been going through or been dealing with in particular right here, right? So, obviously, you have this here where it says, tank Emmy, do it, let me handle all the hate, the criticism, you're the worse than Emmy, the Emmy is so much better, the people saying you're better in every chat, the call prayers, and since nobody will be on my side, let me deal with it, you have fun, I asked you to become tank. This is regarding to World of Warcraft, where he didn't want her to become a tank, which is absolute wild behavior. That's freaking wild behavior. And this is all due to the fact that what do you call it? They did something called OnlyFans or whatever, something stupid like that. And Miskiff has a problem with people having more viewership than him, and it goes on to say, don't dude me. I asked for one thing with you. Don't be a tank now, and now you're tanking. What can I do? What the F am I supposed to do? Don't tank. Yep, there it is. I'm playing the game. Tank, Emmy, do it. Let me handle all the hate. Stuff like that. Like, so obviously the harassment is true. The domestic abuse here is also true from at least. I don't know if domestic abuse would necessarily be the correct thing. But you could pretty much fall in line. Essentially, he was throwing like bottles and other stuff at Emeru at the case in time. Like, it's wild behavior. Breaking what you call it, breaking the smashing walls, smashing windows, stuff like that, or whatever, or putting holes into walls, etc. That's not domestic abuse. That's not really domestic abuse. That is close to it, but not really. But he did throw stuff at her, and stuff like that. So we'll go with that. So that is the things that she has sent here, obviously. So you can tell like what she sent there, the brief stuff that I showed you is correct. All right. That being said, now let's go to the SA, and I really wanted to have a huge talk with this because this is something that that I want to bring on here. Now, what Byron Gaines is showing proof is that he's saying like show proof to the SA, and the reason why he says that is because there's been a lot of women that have been lying on this, and as she has shown proof for pretty much all of these, except for the SA. I will say this from people looking on the outside in. People looking on the outside that knows nothing about this is immediately going to say, yeah, you're going to have to show proof to all of this, which she has proof for pretty much all of it except the SA. And I agree with Myron in this. Myron, there's been too many women that have been accusing people of SA, and it's incorrect. The only reason why I would somewhat believe this is because Tectone and Asmongold has said something about this, and normally they're not the type of people to lie. However, Asmongold has less credibility than Tectone, mostly just because of the fact that Asmongold has went out and said that, like, Rich Campbell, his friend, which was just accused of SA or raping this woman 3 years ago and ends up turning out to be false. Well, guess what? It turned out to be false, as it always is a being, because these Twitch thoughts, these females always lie about SA a lot when it comes to the internet. They never go to the police. And this is something that Emery should have done immediately. She should have gone to the police when she was SA'd by Miskiv. That's what she should have done. Now, I'm not saying that she should have been SA'd or she'd be allowed to SA just because she didn't go to the police. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is, like, if you have been SA'd, you need to go to the police. You need to contact them. Women, if you have been SA'd, for the love that is all that is holy, especially if there's penetration or whatever that's there, go to the freaking police. The last thing you should do is go to the online and cry about it or talk about it. All right? That's the last thing you should do. The first thing you should do is have a police report, have a rape kit, have a grape kit, all this other stuff, and then after that is proven to be true, okay, now go on to online, because then that's when we'll believe you. And also, it's getting kind of dark in my room, which means it's harder to see me because I am black, so therefore I will turn on the light for you people. There we go. You can see me a bit better now. All right? We all happy now? Okay? Okay. So, again, again, these are things that we have to take into consideration here. When you are talking from the outside in, everybody is going to say, show proof. And I'm the same way. I am tired of females lying about this. And, again, this will further prove that you would need to have the laws in place to where if you're accusing somebody of SA, it has to be correct, right? That or grape or etc. It needs to be correct. And women are going to go out and say, like, well, we think we can't say anything about it, and we can't talk about it. It's like, no, you can. It just has to be correct, right? Because you can't go out and accuse people of saying things about SA and then it being false and then ruin that person's life. That makes no sense. Why would you do that? Exactly. That's wild behavior. So I can understand this point of view. But when we have this here, where we have, where this seems to be true, only because of what Miskiv has said. So the SA here could have been true. Now, this is something that they should have done on the important context here with Miskiv kind of alluding it to being true. Now, just because he says it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. However, if you have somebody else going out and saying this, that said that what he did, it turns out to be true, all right? I mean, it's not that hard. So, Menskiff addresses the SA accusation. So, let's go. I know what SA means, guys. I know what it means, but YouTube will not be very nice to me if I don't actually say SA. I am sorry. I hate the censorship here. If I was only on Rumble and Rumble made more sense viewership-wise, I would 100% be on Rumble, 100%, and just say the actual word. Because I hate censoring myself, but I actually want to make a living on YouTube, and unfortunately, I had to censor myself a tiny bit here.
We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought we can make it work. We went to get food at BJ's, a common place where we would get food, and then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong, or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then.
Okay, so this further proves of the actual SA accusations that he said that he was going on, because what he did is that he put his hands down Emiru's pants and she yelped and what have you. Okay, rightfully so. I mean, I think if anybody did that to anybody, regardless of their male or female, you would probably be jump and yelp or do something similar to that. And by the way, just because somebody is crying does not mean that you want to do anything sexual with them. Okay? How do you get from somebody's crying to putting your hands down their pants because you think that that's what they want? What are we doing here? Crying and that activity is almost completely separate from each other. Like, in fact, crying in that type of activity would actually be kind of a form of actual rape in this instance, right? So I don't know what he's getting at here. This is completely stupid on his face in its own regard. And yes, I understand. In a lot of cases, when men come down to, and I'm not saying men do this when women are crying. I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about when women cry, it makes an actual response to where men want to protect them. It is a typical normal response. It is a biological response. It's hard for me to fight this at times because it has it to me to where like I need to protect this person for whatever this thing is going on with them. It can be kind of an annoying response at times. I won't lie, because women use this to get to their benefit. And again, it is a normal response to want to protect them. And in this scenario, the last thing I would want to do is to want to do anything sexual with them, because the first thing I would want to do is to make sure that whatever that they're doing or whatever is affecting them is in a better place, that they're no longer in danger per se, right? Or I would ask what's going on, what's causing this, and try to solve the issue. Now, later on, like forever, ever, or like way later on, if they want to engage in that activity, then yes, then we'll engage in that activity. But the last thing I'm going to do is engage in that activity immediately, right away, when they're crying. That's absolutely wild behavior, guys. I do not know how you can get that type of thing. That is crazy.
But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress. And we were both agreed we need to talk about our future. Since it's been 3 years, we should see what we want. And Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true. This is exactly what happened, and she cannot argue this. One day, after staying over Emiru's house, Emiru made me breakfast, and she wrote down everything she wanted. She wrote she wants me to move closer to her. She wrote that she wants me to marry her, and she wants kids with me in the next 5 years. And I just looked at this letter,
By the way, this is something that is that's been response to. It was Ms. Kiff that was sending her all this stuff. So, he's just lying here as he always does.
That I was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper. She began to cry, and I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely died, and that we had so many issues that I couldn't deal with it, and I was not mentally well. I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it, the last words I ever heard her say is, "Don't go. I love you."
Which is hilarious because there's a South Park meme that is going around and doing stuff like this, which is absolutely hilarious. But yeah, it is absolutely wild behavior. Now, I think I should I think I should show you guys this just because of the fact that of this. So we'll do Ms. Kiff Emeru SA. So we'll do stuff like this. So I may believe so let me see if I got you find it. Because again, here we go. I think this is the I think this is the one here.
I was crying like crazy because the emotions were just very high because I was dealing with a lot of major shifts in my life as a result of me attempting to start to try to distance myself from him. So yeah, we were just talking and I was crying a lot. He started to try to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close to him. And when this was happening, we hadn't talked in quite a while, and I'm usually very uncomfortable with being touched a lot by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I let him hold me while I was crying. And he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then, suddenly, he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants. And, I screamed. Yeah. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, And, instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, "I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go." And he immediately left my house while I was still crying.
Oh, again, the reason why this is SA and the reason why this is further proof is because, as you've seen from the previous clip before, this is very, very a similar story to what Miss Kiff was talking about, right? And that's the reason why I'm going to say the SA seems like 80-90% true, because the story that Emmy is saying is aligning to what Ms. Kiff is saying, right? That's true. And again, this goes back to my thing to where it's saying if he was if she was crying and then he just starts kissing her for whatever reason because she's crying, and then he thinks that to engage in that activity, that's wild behavior. That is absolutely wild behavior. And he did it aggressively, too. Like, what are we doing here exactly? Like, this is absolutely crazy. So, I don't know about, this is crazy, right? So, that's what we have. Now, I think there was one more thing that I wanted to show you guys about all this as well. I'm trying to remember what it is. Oh yeah, okay. I know who it is, but I'm trying to remember where it is. It might be down here somewhere. It is not in here. See, let me do this here. Let's do Twitch bans because I wanna see where I go. So I'm trying to remember the actual person here. If I can actually find it. I don't think I can. Oh, here we go. Streamer bans. So Jesus Christ. I haven't even realized how many people get banned consistently. Isn't this guy the the YouTube guy? Jesus Christ. These people get banned a lot. I'm afraid I want to show something that I don't want to show here. Now, okay, here we go. So we're going to do Twitch Nina. And Nina was banned, but again, unbanned. And I'll only do this very briefly because I already showed this before on my previous YouTube. Yeah, so it says here, Twitch has unbanned Nina after a temporary 1-day and 20-hour ban for incident with FaZe Silky's assistant Saeed. That's the thing here. Or we have this here. Twitch unbans Nina and Zoe Spencer after brief suspensions for alleged assault on FaZe Silky's assistant. So that's what we have here, right? So this person has all this stuff that's going on, right? And this person, as you all know, essayed Saeed. And I don't know about you, but guys just seems to get essayed constantly, and it's just allowed for whatever reason. And these people just get unbanned. I'm also convinced that this person may be an actual male because of how deep their voice is. I mean, it is kind of crazy in that regard. So it is insane on how this can happen constantly. I mean, look at this person's voice.
I feel like you did some shit wrong. No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essayed Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was going to talk to him and be like, you definitely felt disrespected.
I mean, her voice is like deeper than mine, bro. Like, this guy's voice, I'm going to assume it's a guy, it's deeper than mine, all right? I have a pretty good, masculine voice here. But, and, her voice is deeper than mine. It's wild behavior. Now, we're going to jump to part of the most fun part because we have J-Bay or Jalen Chaney being arrested because, we love to see it, all right? This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while now. So I'll have like a little clips thing or whatever for you guys to see or what have you or whatnot. So here we go.
If you clicked on today's video, you want to learn all about... I'll tell you guys.
What?
This channel is all about fat joy.
He's and they mama.
Unapologetic self-love.
Burning fucking hell, bitch.
And building a community where everybody belongs.
They're trying to raise me stark.
That is the last thing that we will ever do.
Welcome to J-Bay Official, where we're flipping the script on fat phobia.
It's the last thing we'll ever do. Yeah, I wouldn't want to touch this thing with a 10-foot, no, the 50-foot pole, all right? That is not something we would do. Oh, God, just think about it. Makes me want to throw up a bit.
Empowering everybody to live boldly. I'm Jay, and I'm here to
get arrested. If you don't know who this is J-Bay, a self-proclaimed fat advocate. J-Bay, or Jalen, is best known for advocating for things like airlines providing extra seats at no extra cost for passengers who cannot fit in a single seat.
People ask me if I purchase to seats when flying. The fact of the matter is that people can't stand to see fat people happy. So why should we care what they think?
Since her arrest, she has all but disappeared from social media, but we're...
So, I'm going to address this. If you're fat and you're overweight, lose weight. It's not because we hate to see fat people. We want to see fat people lose the weight, become healthy, and live long and productive lives. Because being overweight does not help anyone because it leads to other health complications down the road. There's a reason why overweight people don't live past the age of at max 50 because they usually end up passing away because of their overweight. Now, I'm not talking about people like being 200 pounds, 180, or maybe even 220. Some people are 220 because they're just raw muscle. Muscle is just heavier than fat. But again, when I am telling people to lose weight or to, if these things are being eliminated, has a limitation for you, I'm saying that lose weight so you can live a longer and productive life. You'll feel better. You're not want to be feel like you're breathing heavily all the time and all that other stuff for where it's being overweight. It's not a healthy thing to be overweight. Like if you're fat, okay, we understand that you're fat, but if you want to just lose if you lose weight, you'll be good. You'll be fine. Like it's not a problem. So when I say like, okay, well this person's weight is fat, overweight, etc., it's like, yeah, you're overweight, but you can fix it. There are ways to fix it. It's not like where you have like an actual heart condition or your family has heart condition problems and you have to live with that. It's not like that. Or like, you have cancer and it's really hard to deal with the cancer or stuff like that. Like, it's not like that. You can deal with weight. You can deal with being overweight by losing it. So it's not a big deal. But the problem is that these fat activists, they want to try to go with flow, right? They want to say it's like it's okay to be overweight. It's okay to be fat. No, it's really not. Because a person of being this overweight, of this being this unhealthy, is detrimental to your health. It is horrible for your health. You will die at some point if you do not deal with this. Your heart cannot handle it. And when people say like, oh, well, their heart just gets accustomed to it, that's cope. That's cope. That is cope from you having to deal with the reality that the inevitable is going to potentially happen, right? Or is going to happen. And honestly, while you're young, it is easier to deal with it while you're young than to deal with when you're older. Trust me, I know. It's not great, right? It's definitely easier to compare to like a 35 or a 40-year-old, especially a 40-year-old. But, just got to deal with it. Got to deal without being overweight. Got to gain muscle, easier to gain muscle. I should have done all of this years ago, right? Should have done this years ago, but here I am. I had to deal with the choices that I made. It's better to start now than start later.
Unfortunately, I've filed many reports. Well, I've been trying to file many reports. Okay. Actually, what started here when they hired a fake actor. Okay. That was really cool to come in and stuff. But I could tell you all about it down at the police department if you want. I don't know. I thought I was being called here because I thought I was having a mental health crisis because they made me seem that way. Okay. But they know what they're doing, and unfortunately, these paid actors are now involved. I've tried to let them know that they should have left, but
okay. So what's going on today, Jalen?
I called the FBI. I needed crisis. I had my SARC stuff that was getting done at Cadillac, which I figured out is where I was kidnapped from the first, or I was born there. Mm-hmm. Kidnapped, that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But I'm waiting for SARC to call. They disconnected that phone, so it won't work. If you pick it up, it won't work. Okay. You want to try calling from it?
So the whole.
I know your thing isn't on, so.
It's on. It's recording.
It is? Okay, yeah. Cool.
Blinking red. So what's the whole situation right now? You're just waiting for SARC?
No, I'm trying to get hold of SARC.
You're trying to get a hold of SARC?
But yeah, but somehow people kept coming to me that were like, we're Cadillac, and you guys like.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, SARC is a platform or like an organization or what have you that deals like with rape victims and stuff like that. And she's trying to do that, but her accusations of it is absolutely false. I actually know somebody that did do a false accusation here, and yeah. It turned out to be false, as it always is.
I was faking, and then I was thinking I'm crazy, so I haven't seen a single thing on TV, and I knew something was wrong when they kept playing Fox 11, and then it would start, something wrong, what's up. They've left me naked though like this. I literally thought I was coming to get help, and I thought maybe God really did bring me here. And then when Lords was weird, I was like, okay, this is weird. And then when not all, but certain PD members were threatening me and extorting me, that's when I was like, shit's weird, dude. I'm not crazy. Do I feel safe in this Tri-Cities? Absolutely not. And I need to get the fuck out. But that's why I wanted you guys to arrest me earlier.
Oh, so what's your plan to get out of the Tri-Cities?
I don't know. I was going to wait for SARC, but they told me they would need to get me to one of the places they gave me. I have an evidence bag.
Okay.
They went through my evidence bags thinking they could find my laptop and my phone, which were supposed to be with Jerome. Probably in prison now.
Okay.
I haven't watched a single bit of social media news since the 23rd. I don't know, since my phone and all that shit started going wonky. So I was trying to go to the police station so I could tell people like this, what Cara and all these fake actors are doing and how the hospitals do what they do. And I thought they were literally treating me as a patient, but I'm tired. I haven't slept in literally 20 days, which
is impossible because you can't go out without, I think it's like 3 to 4 days without sleep. You'll go actually, I think you just straight up die. So, yeah, that is not true. Now, this could also be a multitude of things. Like for me, I can only get like 5 to 6 hours of sleep on average. I am trying to fix that to get the extra 2 hours. It's very hard for me to get the extra 2 hours. And there are times when I haven't slept very well at all. And you know, she could mean it's like, well, I haven't slept in 20 days. It's like, well, she might mean like, I haven't slept well at all in like 20 days. If you haven't slept at all in 20 days, you'd be long gone past that. Trust me.
doesn't even sound humanly possible.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I was trying to pray for these people because I thought they were legit patients, and I thought I ruined their reputation or something because I kept hearing Jalen on the news, but I can never see Jalen on the news.
So, do you have any family in the area, Jalen?
Yeah, my dad, Jerome.
Where does
7.5.
Okay.
I couldn't tell what was real and what was fake.
Would you want Dad to come and pick you up?
I sure the would.
Do you have a phone number for Dad?
He has my phone, so if you call it, it should work.
Okay. Oh, so what's your phone
Now
number?
it's all coming to me.
Okay, what's your phone number?
My phone number is 564. Wait, no, I need a mental eval. 653.
653?
The other ones are okay now. So we're just dealing with her. Did we get a hold of, happen to get a hold of Dad?
Dad will not come. She burned his bridges.
Okay.
She said that he tried to help her out, try to contact Crisis as well.
She's saying something about SARC. I don't know what SARC would be doing to help her, but
so she filed an allegation that she was sexually assaulted. But it's I read the report yesterday, and it's unfounded. I mean, she's just going on and on. It got referred to CID, but there's no evidence of anything.
Okay.
So,
well, would Dad?
Yeah, so what you end up finding out is that she was claiming of SA, and that's not what happened here. That she's lying about it. She's lying about the SA. She's lying about the whole SARC thing. And we're going to quickly learn here that this person is probably just trying to get out of jail because even her father doesn't want to deal with her, right? Her father doesn't want to help her because she's just a lunatic. She's a psychopath. And that is the way it is. It's not. People can find this sad, but I find this a bit funny too, because honestly, it is what it is. She put herself in this situation. We need to have mental health facilities to deal with these insane people, but she's being kicked out because these people just don't want to deal with her anymore. And as you can see from reports of what things that I did prior to this as well, where she quite honestly was accusing people of SA, and she had a momentary problem with her ex-boyfriend, which cheated on her with a guy or what have you, and all that great stuff. So yeah, it's not good. Nothing is good. She's been gone forever now, which now we're finding out that she was arrested and all this other great stuff. So this is the actual video recording that was released.
Dad's bad guy. Dad's bad guy. I tried to call welfare check on him. I need a mental health eval though, but clearly all the hospitals are now shut down in the Tri-Cities. Is that what I'm getting at? Or they at least have all trespassed me because they've done really bad things to me?
We've got like 2 hospitals here.
Two more left?
No, I mean there's Cadillac or Trios. That's one of the
Well,
other.
I've been trespassed from all of them, but Cadillac I was actually gonna be safe at. They thought all of a sudden
If anything, the reason why she's been trespassed from all of them is mostly just due to the fact that she's been a very unruly and terrible person, like attacking people, punching people, etc., etc. So that's the reason why she's gotten the level of trespass, because, well, she's been honestly a terrible patient. So there you go.
That I was going to sue them, and they started acting crazy. I don't know. So I think we should probably go to Dad's house. We should probably go to Dad's house and let me talk to Dad. Cause,
I can give Dad a call and see if he can come swing by and pick you up. Okay.
I guess let's see if he's legit. You know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll give your dad a call real quick. Okay. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Yep, no worries. She's willing to have that come with you. Dad doesn't want to.
You guys coming out now?
That's right.
Dad won't pick her up because she's been acting like that. Yeah.
Her dad won't come get her. Well, then I guess
he's got a little kid at home and she has been scared the crap out of him. So.
Is that your guys' wheelchair?
yes, she has no clothes on, just so you know.
Did she come in that way?
Mm-hmm.
How'd she get it?
Ambulance.
From Catholic.
Lords.
She's got the Albany Hospital.
She's got it figured out. She knows exactly what she's doing.
So they don't.
So what we end up finding out here is it's kind of hard to hear them exactly what's going on. It really is. But she said she's came here through the ambulance. She doesn't look like she has any place to go. Her father doesn't want anything to do with her, as I mentioned before. And she came in like this. So, yeah. So she knows what she's doing here. She's trying to go to jail because she doesn't have a place to stay. That's kind of what's happening here. So, yeah.
Yeah, they don't want you here,
Yeah.
and your dad is not willing to come help you because you
Yeah.
burned that bridge.
I know.
So what are you gonna do?
I got a whole packet of information from SARC when they were doing my rape kit today.
Well, Sark's not available at this
I
time,
know,
so what are
I
you gonna
can go to
do?
one of the shelters that they listed. I just need a phone because I don't know where mine is. I could tell you everything at the police station.
Well, that report's already been taken, so we don't need to rehash that
okay.
again.
Then yeah, can you guys help me get my stuff? This is how they left me though, and I literally cannot. I have
Where did your clothes go from wherever you were at to start with?
My rape kit at SARC, the SARC rape kit at Catholic, where they discharged. Remember when they trespassed me? I have all the evidence. It's all in there. If you guys take me down to the police station, we can talk.
Well, I don't need to take you there because we can't have you hanging out there either.
Okay, then.
Because it's
I have
closed.
a packet of information. They just, their phone, they weren't letting me call out other than 911. They were trying to monitor all the calls.
I don't think that's the case, but
Yeah, I
does,
know.
does that phone work?
Whatever they're saying is accurate, then
Is it like I have to dial 9 to get out, or?
Yeah, you just have to tell.
Okay. Find a phone number. We'll give you a second to try to figure that out. And then you can come over here and use this phone.
I don't have a motor scooter. I don't know where it's at. So my Dash Moto.
She says she has a number for a shelter from Sark from
Yeah,
her
my
stuff,
whole
so
Sark packet.
we'll let her try to make a phone call.
But yeah, I'll make phone calls from here.
Well, you don't have a lot of time to make phone calls,
Okay, well,
but you can make a phone call.
Okay, hold on.
And then if you can't find something after that, then we will help escort you off the property since they do not want you here.
Okay. Can we do that? Can we do that?
Do what?
Let's escort me off property in the wheelchair so I can at least not be naked.
Well, you won't get to keep the wheelchair because it belongs to the hospital.
So do you guys have like an ambulance you can take me to?
Nope, you would be able to walk yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't.
Yes, you can. I've seen you do it multiple times.
I need medical attention. I need to talk to you guys.
Well, you're no.
So essentially what's going on here, guys, is that she's claiming that she can't walk. And we have seen it multiple times where this person can walk. Now, it may be wobbly. It may not be 100% good walking order here compared to us normal, non-morbidly obese humans. But she can walk, all right? She can walk. And she's lying here just to, for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure. Probably instigate to get her arrested and be put into an actual jail. Because she's even saying like, oh, okay, we can just go to the police station, etc. And that's kind of what she's doing here. I can skip this past a little bit here to go to the more crazy thing. because this is pretty long, and we can just skip to here because it's kind of just jibber jabber, honestly. But we'll skip to here.
Why did you guys just tell me what the fuck is going on?
We did tell you.
Dude, I need to go to the police. Are you taking me to jail?
No.
I can't walk.
You can walk.
I can't.
You can't.
I'm going to stay here. So wherever you leave
Well,
me.
we will help remove you from the chair, and then you can decide if you want to sit on the sidewalk or not. We're not taking you to jail.
I'm going to jail. I just ripped up your 99-year
That doesn't matter. You don't have to keep that paperwork.
Wherever you take me.
Sure.
Help! Help! Ramos knows what he did! KPD, hands up, don't shoot! I'm naked and they fucking raped me! Trio South were just trying to save me!
The FBI is watching. So yeah.
Yeah, so this is what we call insanity here. All right. This person is it is a kind of a sad thing to see, but here's the thing, guys. She did this to herself. There are a lot of ways to deal with this. She refuses to fix her attitude or etc. Nobody wants to deal with her, and then when you're ostracized like this, yeah, this is kind of like what it is. And this is what we need to do to people that are this insane. They need to be ostracized from their family. They need to be ostracized from the society because this is what needs to happen to them. Because we can't be allowing these psychopaths running around. Put them in mental institutions and just call it as it is. Now, there are people that generally just do need help, and we need to help them. But this person has done everything that's happened to her so far. It's honestly her own fault. Let's make this $150 here. It is really her own fault.
Do what you're gonna do. Destroy the evidence. Destroy the evidence.
Ramos! 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 KPD! KPD! All those police watching me!
Where are you guys taking me?
Taking you off their property.
Oh. All of a sudden I can walk
Perfect.
again.
Now you can walk. Go that way. Go that way.
Arrest me.
Go that way.
See, she could walk the entire time. Remember when she was saying that she couldn't walk? Well. She could walk the entire time. She was completely fine. So, again, more lies from this insane individual.
No.
Arrest me.
Nope. Walk that way.
I gotta go to the hospital.
Nope. Walk that way.
911!
Walk that way.
911!
Walk.
911!
Walk.
911!
Walk.
I'll fucking kill you guys.
Walk.
No. Yeah, because I want to. Because I want to.
You need to get
Come
off
on.
the property.
You know what you're trying to do. I don't know, dude. So does Jacob ours. Jacob ours.
Sure.
All those reports in the file. Hell yeah, take me to jail. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get in the car. Help me! 911! They're raping me!
Yeah, notice how they had to put multiple handcuffs on this person because she's just so overweight that they had to have multiple handcuffs. This is just, you don't be like this. Do not become like this, guys. This is the last thing you want to be.
They're trying to rape me, sir!
That is the last thing that we will ever do.
I have my information in my hand.
Can't 600 touch.
You got a 69 Tiffany. Take me to jail. Hey,
She
please
just
call
assaulted
911.
police. She is now in custody. Also.
Oh.
You have
Ready to
to
go?
have an ambulance coming in.
Ready to go?
Again, this is something that she
she'll
wanted,
fix
by the way,
it.
guys. She wanted to
Yep,
actually.
I'm a big fat bitch. Big fat
That's
bitch.
it. She's just in custody.
Yep. A big fat
I'm going to drive the car.
with the droid and everything, remember? With the droid and everything. I just couldn't admit. 911! 911! Call f***ing 911! Are you trying to rape me now? Or kill me?
Nope, I'm covering you up because it's cold.
Because your dash cam didn't just get all that? Because your body cam didn't just get all that? Because this wasn't the fucking goal the whole time? To bring you all fucking down? Remember I could walk. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just assaulted an officer though.
You called it in, remember? You
Yep,
called it in, remember?
Yep, I saw it happen.
Yep, you sure did. If you weren't a part of it, Ramos is. I'm not getting in the car with y'all. Help! KPD Ramos is trying to kill me. I have it recorded with the KPD.
All right, get in the car.
No. No. I can't. Oh my God. Mental health. Mental health. Help me. Help me. You guys are the FBI watching, right?
Get in the car.
Oh my God. Whoa. Whoa.
Go ahead and stand up.
I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
You just stood up.
Yeah, she can stand up. And here's what we're going to find out, guys. She can't fit in the car. She is so overweight. She is so fat that she cannot fit in the back of a police car. An SUV, by the way. This is technically an SUV. She cannot fit in behind it. She cannot fit in it. That is absolutely awful.
Out of the chair just fine by yourself. Stand up.
I can't after all that.
Stand up.
Hold on. Hold on. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't rape. Hands up, don't shoot. I'm disabled.
Stand up.
I assaulted an officer. Please take me to jail.
We're trying to take you to jail. Why don't you get in the car? We can take you.
I need a female officer, Officer Marshall.
Yeah, she's not working today.
Yeah. Well, I can't get up like this with my hands in cuffs.
Okay, so how can we assist you to get up?
Take the cuffs off.
No.
Okay, well then I can't get up.
Yeah, you can.
I literally can't.
Sure you can.
I literally can't.
Put your leg underneath you. We'll help you stand up.
Burn them all to the ground. And Ramos went to prison where he got ass raped for the rest of his life. And his whole family died because I set this all up.
Yeah, this is what we call insanity here. This is insanity. And this happened again back in February, I may believe, guys. So she's been on a routine spiral for a while now. Things have not gotten better.
I gotta lay down. I'm disabled as shit. Hey, dude, you're literally hurting me.
Okay, well stand up.
Live streamed.
Okay. Stand up for me.
I can't.
And then we can help you get in the car.
Let me roll over.
Okay, how do you want to do that?
Let me roll over.
Okay.
Take
how are you going to do that? Well, that won't happen.
Well, I can't.
How would you like us to help you to stand up?
I can't. Wait till the other officers pull up.
Well, there's no other officers
they are.
coming.
I dispatched 988. They're on the way.
Yeah, they're not. So how can we assist you in getting up?
Remember, I can't use the phone. I'm cuckoo.
How can we assist you in getting up?
You can't. Can someone call an ambulance?
We're checking to see if that's an avenue.
Hey, Trios Health, I actually need your help. That's why I came here. I didn't want it on a recorded line because I knew what you were doing. The FBI has been watching the whole time. So everything you just did, Ramos. Remember the other night? Remember how it's already on the news?
Sure, it's all on body-worn camera.
Yep, sure is. These cops and they mama. Burning fucking hell, bitch.
Okay.
Kennewood police, the Richmond police, the Pasco police. Y'all gonna keep me right here naked and all.
Well, if you stood up, we could help you get in the car.
I can't stand up.
So tell me how we can assist you to stand up.
Ask the FBI when they show up on you.
Well, the FBI won't be here.
You're so right.
So how can we assist you to stand
I don't know.
up?
I guess we need an ambulance.
Okay.
I gotta get 50 on 50.
And how are you going to stand up when the ambulance gets you? Still got to stand up off the ground.
Bring him here. Bring him. Oh, how about call Jerome Davis? How about here? I'll give you my phone number. 564. Tell him Ramos. Did your kids already die? Or were you in a car accident tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now, another reason why I think she might be acting like this is she's acting like this because she wants to rack more charges against herself so that way she can stay in prison longer. I think that was what her idea is here. Because the more that she acts like this, the more that she acts, does threats and stuff like that, what have you, the longer she's able to stay in the prison system or what have you for longer periods of time, so that way she has a place to stay. That's pretty much it. This is a kind of I want to say this is a common thing per se when it comes down to people like this or in general, but there are people that will try to go to prison that are homeless or etc. just so they have a place to stay at night. That's kind of like what they do.
Okay, we'll just keep me here until the other police show up. They're watching everything you're doing. And the hospital was scared shitless because they literally were trying to help. But you saw me rip it up just like I did the other night when I told you to suck a cock.
For what? For that.
You know what they do to fucking cops in jail? They rape them in the ass. They rape them in the fucking ass. But remember, you're unlawfully detaining a disabled woman who's been
Okay,
kidnapped.
well, you're under arrest, so we're
I
not
know.
detaining you. You're under arrest.
I have the right to an attorney, and I have the right to remain
You sure do,
silent.
and you can also remain silent. That would be a great thing to start with.
Oh, that's right. It's not coming, right? Here, let me put it into existence. And then
Remember,
start.
the right to remain silent, you can exercise
oh, yeah,
that.
here, let me do this. I'm having a mental health crisis. Please, someone save me. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. I'm black and brown, they shoot us down. I'm black and brown, they shoot us down. Okay, guys, it's time to come out, because at this point, we need a fucking ambulance. And then the EMS arrived, and you got it all on tape, what you just did. Another 99-yard fake violation that you made up, you fucking idiots. What a bunch of faggots. What a bunch of fucking faggots. I'd be like getting, they love the popo in jail. Probably going to Walla Walla State Penitentiary. Hi, are real officers here now?
Nope, doctor.
Oh my God, I'm not doing well at all, doctor. These people are trying to hurt me. I was trying to seek refuge here, love. I'm having a mental health crisis.
Okay.
Yeah, I need help immediately. All the
Okay.
evidence they just tried to destroy.
Okay. She's
Yeah.
medically cleared. I'll get her ready.
Thank you, doc. Okay.
So am I under arrest, doc?
Yep.
I am?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. Take me to jail.
We'll get you there.
There we go! Hell yeah!
The real hero.
Hell yeah, the real heroes. I was watching y'all the whole time. Yeah, go run. Try and tell them, Ramos. Try and tell them the footage doesn't exist. Try and tell them. Try and tell them. Hurry up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, so unfortunately our legal charter doesn't allow us.
Yep.
Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up. You can be disabled and fat. No can take you down. I got my SARC in my hand, though, man. Thank God that I made those calls, man. Thank God. The hospitals will kill you. The police will kill you. And everyone will try to kill you. Everyone will try to kill you. I think you're crazy. Said
Is
they
this one of
weren't.
those lifting?
Remember when when I'm naked and they try to cover it up after you guys already saw it all? Yeah. It's funny how that happens. But I'm God, right? So let me put in a little prayer for God. I have the rights to an attorney. Where are my rights at? Where are my rights at, motherfuckers?
You have the right to be quiet and right to counsel.
I'm not gonna be quiet because I know
Okay.
you turn your shit on and off. You piggy pig pig! Oink oink oink, motherfucker! I'm not getting up.
Yeah, you could tell that this person is just quite insane in every regard. Again, I don't know. See, her saying some of these things doesn't really do anything because, again, accusing people of SA is not really a law as of yet. So that doesn't really do anything. She's just saying random weird things for no actually explained reason, which is going to say that she's deranged in some kind of way, has some type of mental illness, which we have found out that most of the people that are leftists or et cetera, stuff like this, are have some type of form of mental illness compared to the other side. So that's not really a surprise here. But yeah, again, this is just pathetic. I mean, this is the reason why we need to have mental institutions and everything opened up, because we have people like this that need to be taken care of. First off, we should probably have them, maybe lose weight, because, she's destined for an early grave here, let's be honest. It's sad because they have to bring a whole different truck here to put her in jail because she cannot fit in the vehicle. That's just sad.
Run me over. Here we go. Run me over. Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, oh, oh. Run off like the pussy ass bitch you are. You're gonna fucking rot in prison, motherfucker. Where's my attorney? Why haven't I been read my rights? Am I under arrest?
Yes, you are.
Where's my rights being read?
You're not being questioned about the crime right now, so we don't need to read
Read
your
me my
rights.
motherfucking rights. Remember, I'm a disabled woman, and you're pretending right now. So read me my fucking rights.
I ask the Lord for the strength to get up and for the FBI to swoop in because I'm too scared now. Oh God, okay. In the name of Jesus Christ. Ugh. I can't fucking do it. Ugh. 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 Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Can you loosen the cuffs?
That's as loose as they're gonna get.
But I'm fat, so I can't move at all to get up. Like you're asking me to.
Yeah. First off, you're fat because of your own natural volition. She's not even just fat, dude. Like, this is morbid or obesity. All right, that's beyond fat. I think fat needs to have a. There is actually a better term. There is just morbid obesity, and that's what she is. And you have taken the word fat and put it to a way higher standard than what it should be. All right, fat is just being fat. You're 220, 200 pounds. You're just fat, but you're like 500, 550 pounds. That's insanity here.
I didn't ask you to do anything.
Oh, you didn't ask me to do anything when your cam was off?
My cam's been on the entire time.
Yeah, sure has.
We have a like a lift thing from the fire guys that's soft. So we'll basically we'll roll her on her stomach so she can't kind of sit up and kick, and then we'll just put her back here, and then I'll have somebody ride back here with her. Perfect. While you get her, and the jail's already prepped. They know she's coming. They know all the sitch and all that stuff. So
I'll stand by whenever you're gonna back up.
yeah, just come back just a little bit.
Tell me when.
Yeah.
But I'll talk to the EMS.
That's probably good.
So the lift thing was not wrong. They had to get an actual lift to lift her up into the actual truck. That is so sad. You have hit rock bottom when you're getting arrested, and they need to have like a forklift type vehicle to lift you into a bigger truck. Oh my God.
Fuck EMS. I have the right to an attorney, right?
Yes, you do.
Can you read me my Miranda rights?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, there's space up there. Perfect.
So we're gonna do it twice. Once on her back, and then she'll be face down on this.
Okay.
I need to go to Trio's house. You know what that
So
is?
get her on her back, and then we'll kind of make sure we have it set where we need to.
Okay.
All right, perfect. One more time.
I can't.
Bring that.
In God I say, in God we trust, and they cannot move me at all. And they cannot move me at all because I am 550 pounds and I am a disabled woman. I am a disabled woman. And they're trying to kill me. Trio's Health has it all on camera. So does the FBI.
Yeah, we need to steer more towards
I'm having a mental health crisis. Aren't I having a mental health crisis?
Perfect. All right.
They have like 6 officers lift her up.
Whoa! I can't breathe. I can't. Hey, I can't breathe. Hey, I can't fucking breathe. I'm not. What the fuck? What the fuck? Jalen Cheney. Jalen IGR Cheney 869. 866. Call 5653. 3. Oh, thank God. We're going to the jail now, right? Are you gonna read me my rights?
Who's riding?
I can stand
Who's reading my rights?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise your rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them to you?
In the name of God, yes,
Having
I
these
do.
rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me now?
In the name of God, I'll ask for an attorney.
All right. Let's get the formalities out of the way.
Well, I already told her she had the right to.
Take us to the Bannon County Jail. They're meeting us there. That's why everything just happened, you fucking idiots. Fucking faggot ass piggy pig pigs. Fucking faggot ass piggy pig pigs. Ugh. There was a reason I came here.
Got a shopping cart? What the f is this? Can't even see the way you guys had me like dead. It's crazy, bro. In the name of Satan! In the name of Satan! Y'all are weird, bro. Y'all are really, really weird.
It looks like you're
Yeah, I'm
uncomfortable.
super uncomfortable.
We can get that back open. Can you swing your legs out?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not in the front.
In the end, Jalen was charged with 2 counts of criminal trespass, misuse of the 911 system, interfering with a healthcare facility, resisting arrest, obstructing law enforcement officers, and assault. She was later deemed mentally incompetent. If you like this video and want to see more like it, subscribe to Arrest.
Yeah, guys, so that's the complete Jalen Chaney saga. Great times. She will be in the jail for the foreseeable future. Hopefully, people learn from this to not be insane, which is, in her case, I don't think you could be as insane as her. I think it's pretty difficult. Unless you have schizophrenia, which my heart goes out to you because schizophrenia is a bitch. But yeah, that is what we have here, and it's not great. It's not great. It is a bit funny because, you know, the fact that they had to use a lift and 5 guys to put her into a actual van to where she was, you know, where she fit, because she can't use a normal vehicle like any other normal sized human, which is quite sad. And there we go. And we need to fix this. We need to have mental health institutions. We need to bring people into stuff like this because obviously these people, they're not mentally well. She's mentally insane. And again, as I said before in my previous video, I don't know if being obese or morbidly obese of that time for a long period of time it affects your mind, but she is definitely not mentally well, as obviously you can tell. And yeah, that's it for the stream now, guys. I will try to stream a bit more in the future. I know as many times as I said before that, you know, I say one thing and it doesn't work. I just don't end up doing it. And I'm really trying to stream more. Most of the reason why I haven't streamed more often is because I want to do interview type content, and to find a long form of actual streams for people who could do stuff is honestly difficult. It's not easy to do because unless I rant about it for 5-10 minutes on end for the same thing, it's not great, and I don't want to really do that because it can be boring ranting about the same thing for 5-10 minutes. So I'll be doing something more on that later on in the time. Future stuff going on the channel. Hopefully we can see more interviews. Hopefully we can see more maybe outside stuff. It's hard for me because with my current situation, it's hard for me to go anywhere. So I'm kind of stuck in place until further notice. I'll let you guys know when I actually go and do that stuff. Okay. But I will I'm going to try to do more interviews, try to do stuff similar to this. If I see videos that are kind of long form content, I will do a stream because I don't like to have my videos be super long. I think the max I like my videos to be is 20 minutes, not 21, 22, 23. So I'll have longer form content, stuff like that for you guys coming into the future. I'll be switching some things up a little bit up on the channel and all that. So until further then, my friends, that's it for the stream. Hope you have a wonderful day.